Well, it's a big night in the Play universe tonight with a sneak peek at our new website, which launches Monday, and the big reveal of the next PLAAY.com sports simulation board game. What will it be? What will it be? I'm Keith Avalone from Play Games. Thank you for being here. Sam is here too. He'll be producing the show and also joining in with the discussion of the website. It was actually Sam who put the website together. And we're pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about what you're about to see here very shortly. We got upgraded imaging on the site. We've got some new awesome features and better content management. Be able to organize our material much more efficiently and effectively. Overall, just I think a better experience, and I think you're going to be delighted with what you see. Before we show you the old site, or the new site rather, let's. I want to show you the old site, and I feel like we want to kind of give a salute to the old site. It's been a real workhorse over the past 5 years. I was thinking back when I designed it. If you've been around for 5 years or longer, you remember the previous generation of the Play website, which was pretty archaic, and I spent some time. I really felt like in 2015, like we really needed a better web presence, and I had talked to a guy about doing the website, but at the last minute he bailed on me, and so I just decided that I'm just going to do it myself. So I spent the next couple of weeks at the W3 schools online web design school, and the site that we have right now, that we've had for the past, I guess, almost 6 years now. I hand coded that myself. It's not a template. I actually coded the whole thing myself using the W3 schools, which is like the official internet school of HTML, guidelines. And it's not the prettiest site, but it really served us well. It's been very functional, very easy to navigate. And so, in some ways, I kind of hate to see the old site go, but onward and forward, we're trying to get better and bolder and grow into the new century. Like our slogan says, preserving and advancing the grand pastime of tabletop sports. So let's go ahead and go to the old site, and we'll transition. I'm gonna get up from behind the desk and move over to the computer. We're gonna give you a screenshot of our desktop on our computer, and
we're going to move the mic here real quick, so pardon the noise for just a moment.
Got my mouse handy. Let's see here. All right. So I'm guessing they're looking at the, I'll get this. I'm guessing they're looking at the desktop now?
Yes.
All right.
You can see the desktop.
Maybe we should move this over here so you can talk into it as well.
Okay.
Will it stretch over there?
It should.
Yeah, well. All right, so I'm going to move the mic over so Sam can interact as well. I'll do my best to describe all this, but really, Sam does get the credit for putting this all together. All right, so.
You'll need to kind of speak up as well. The microphone's a little farther from you.
All right. So here's the old site. We got, our links up top that take you to basically the different categories. Here's the different games. We'll be saying goodbye officially to Lacrosse and Roller Rumble here shortly. Here's our news links. Here's where we line up all the new product images, and you can click on these, and it'll take you to the the page that card set is located on. All right, so that's the old site, and here is the new site. This is playclassic.com. Now, play.com is not going away. We introduced playnow.com, I guess about 2 years ago at the convention in 2019. So this is this is the direction we're headed. This is playclassic.com. This is where all the classic sports board games are going to go. So you see along the lines, here's Cold Snap, Bowl-O-Rama, Face the Mat. You're already familiar with these new boxes. We revealed these a couple weeks ago.
I can actually bump the volume up a little bit more if you give me one second here.
Sure.
Sorry, everybody. I hear that the volume is low. We're going to try to do our best there.
We don't want to distort, but at the same time we want to be audible. Is that a little bit better? Hopefully
that'll be better. I think that's about as good as we can do. We'll try to lean into the mic as much as we can.
All right. So where was I? So yes, Play Now came about a couple years ago. Play Classic is about to be launched. We actually have a third Play variant that will be coming. We'll probably begin working on that. We're hoping maybe 2023, but that's way down the road. But Play.com will this site here will become the portal for all these websites. Right now, you've got the link for Play Now, which will take you to the Play Now site if you've never been there before. This site will have in the near future a link for Play Now and then a link for Play Classic. All this material is going to go away. We're going to be directing you to one of these two sites. However, the content is going to live on at play.com. We're not going to remove all this content. The free stuff page will stay as it is, and all the content will remain on there. At least for the short term. Eventually, I mean, we're in the process of porting all the relevant content over to all the relevant sports content over to playclassic.com, and the non-sports stuff goes over to playnow.com. It's, as you can imagine, a fairly daunting task, and it's not going to happen overnight. But in the interim, play.com will remain kind of like the portal. It's going to look very similar to what it looks like right now, just with some of the functionality removed, and eventually we will upgrade play.com so it looks the same as Play Classic and Play Now. All right, so let's give you a quick tour here. You see the top area of the website here, very similar to the old one. You got the black border and the different links here, very similar. You've got home, you've got games. There's the shop link, the free stuff page. There's a new link for the blog, which we'll talk about shortly. There's the about page, contact page, and the community page. So these are actually pretty similar. You should be, pretty familiar with all that. We have a search bar here, which is new. So this box will allow you to search for any content you want to look for. So if you want to look for a second season, you type second season into the box, and then the website will search and give you all the content on the site that relates to second season, including products, blog posts. There it all is. So you can search by game or by keyword, however you want to do it.
Get pretty specific with it too. So if you want like a specific set, like if you wanted,
right? Let's say you want to say, let's say what sets do they have for 1969? So you can put 1969 in the box, and it will show you there's the 69 baseball season, there's the 69-70 pro hockey season, there's your football season. So if you got that, if you like that particular year, you can search by that. You can really search with anything, and it will scour the site for whatever content there is that matches that. We got this news ticker that you see scrolling like headlines here. There's the now available the Scram season. Well, it's not yet available, but when the site launches, it will. And just kind of a scrolling presentation of what's top of mind for us right now. Scram season for Red, White, and Blue Racing, and so on and so forth. New Play Classic website. Welcome. We're glad you're here, and so on. I guess I probably should have started with what everybody really wanted to know, and that was the basketball game. As you can see, the next Play Sports Simulation game is going to be basketball. History Maker Hoops. I'll click on the link. This is all the information we have about it on the site right now, but believe me, the game will be just as exciting as this graphic presents it to be. It's coming in 2022. I hope people weren't thinking it was going to be coming out like this month. We will. We have plans for it. We're going to have an entire stream devoted to the basketball game on February 18th. That's 2 weeks from tonight, and we'll show you the game. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about it tonight, but I think you'll be pretty excited about it as we are. So that will be coming in 2 weeks. But that is the next Play.com sports game, basketball. History Maker Hoops. Okay, there's the news ticker. You got the banner with all the different boxes. Of course, this works exactly like the old, where you can click on the box and it takes you to the game. Same thing here. Click on Hockey Blast, and it will take you to the Hockey Blast page. Obviously, it's much higher resolution, but it's a similar navigation. So let's look at second season, for example. So you click on the box, you're going to get the banner. Your header here, And you've got some of the same, the same functionality. You've got the order button here, the learn more blog. So blog posts is new, obviously. We'll have free stuff, which will be sortable by game. It is currently sortable by game on the old site. If you go to the free, I don't know if people realize this. If you go to free stuff and you click on the second season box, it'll take you to the second season material. So it's just more primitive. This is a much better way to do it. If you want to order the game, it'll take you to the order page. And there's a video on how the game plays and all the information about it. If we want to, let's say you want to learn more about the game. Here's pictures, photos, photos of the game. Here's a recent broadcast. This is the pre-play we did a few nights ago with Kansas City and Tampa Bay. We've put together a series of very brief demos for each game. We spent all day yesterday doing this. So each of the games has like a gameplay demo. You can click on that, and here I will come on the screen. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but I'll come on and I'll welcome you. You probably can't hear this because we got our computer speakers low, but you can see we got the. I'll put it on pause. You can see we've got the Play Museum background there. So we're sitting in the Play Museum doing these game demos, and they're very quick. This is a 5-minute and 57-second video. It's not designed to be in depth, just sort of a gameplay. Here's how the game works, in very brief form. And you go down here, and here's basically the same written stuff that we had before. Here's the frequently asked questions about the game. Got some testimonials about the game, and you can either go back to the second season page or decide to order your copy. If you want to order, the order page now has all the football game. Again, very similar to the old setup. We tried to make this new site, functionally similar to the old site. So in the old site, you click on the Order Now button, you got the second season game and all the card sets. So it's going to work the same way now. Obviously, it looks a lot nicer. You've got photos here and of the game, which are better resolution. Now here, this is something that is going to be new. Both football games are going to have enlarged game books available for an extra purchase. If you want a bigger game book, this is the standard size game book that's going to come with the game. You can upgrade to the XL version by selecting the version right here. You can choose the standard or XL. So that's kind of cool. And then we got another video here in case you missed it. If you want to go to the shop, you can sort. It'll show you all the products, or you can go just look at the second season products. And here they are. There's the game, there's the Express, there's the mat, and here's all the seasons. You want to read about them. Let's see, we want to read about the 1990 season. You click on the link, and it describes the season here. We are in the process of adding some imagery to this.
Click on the 2019 season. That'll show.
Oh, okay.
That'll have some images.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So here, if you wanted the 2019 season, you've got you can click on this little image icon here. It shows you the team cards in the printed version. And if you want the PDF version, you can click here, and it'll take you to the PDF version of the game. And it's got the standard write-up. None of this content here has changed. It just looks a little differently than it did.
PDFs will also be available for instant download now, just like they are on Play Now. So as soon as you complete your order with a PDF item in it, you will get that delivered to you, both to your email box and also just immediately after purchasing the product on the checkout page.
Let's go to the this is the product page. I guess we already showed you that. Let's go back to the home page. If you go down beyond, so here's the different games. You can click on the game box to get to the game stuff. Here's what is the equivalent of this section here will now look like this, and we'll have, and it's divided now. We've got the releases on this side, and you can see coming soon the 2020 Pro season, the 2021 Scram season, and then all the other new releases. On this side are the latest blog posts, and right now most of this content is like newsletter articles. We mentioned in the January, or actually the end of year newsletter, that the newsletter was going away. It's really not going away. It's just being reconfigured. So instead of having articles in a newsletter that's emailed to people, we'll be posting those same kinds of articles. We've translated a lot of those articles the relevant ones to the news site. And in the future, going forward, we'll compose new articles, but we'll post them in a blog format, so you can just decide here the just like you've got the most recent releases here. Here are the most recent blog articles and news articles. So that's how that will work.
Real quick, we had a question earlier about the new XL game books fitting into the game boxes and if they'll fit. And yes, they will fit. That's actually the reason that we didn't offer them before, is because they didn't fit in the older boxes, but the newer boxes are slightly larger and can accommodate the XL game books now.
Yes, the larger game book in the smaller box was really crowded. The D20 that comes with the game kind of bulged at the top of the box. So yes, the new boxes have a little bit more interior room, so we are now able to offer that. So we're pretty excited about that. So we'll have those enlarged game books available for Face to the Mat and Cold Snap and second season. How about the new Cold Snap graphics, huh? I mean, that just really spiffs the presentation up, I think. So Cold Snap will have a new enlarged game book. Do we have a photo of that on there? I don't think we do we?
I don't think of the enlarged one, no.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, Cold Snap, Face to the Mat, and second season will have enlarged game books. It's a little bit trickier for Hockey Blast and History Maker Baseball. Not to get technical, but the way those are formatted for print is not conducive to just quickly enlarging them. They have to kind of be reconstituted. So we may at some point offer an enlarged. I don't think we're going to offer an enlarged game book for Hockey Blast because I don't know that it's really needed. But we may offer an enlarged baseball game book down the road. It won't be probably within at least 6 months. And if we do, it'll be the same contents, but it will probably reflect the newer game graphics. We'll have that guy on the cover, but it'll be it'll look something like this on the game book, and it'll be enlarged, and the base game book will also look like that as well. All right, let's see what haven't we talked about here. The shop link. Let's go look at the shop. So here are all the items. You can, again, this is sortable, but you can also click here if you want to look for just the red, white, and blue racing things. They'll be posted here. Here's the we're in the process of adding these images. So when you want to look at a card set, you'll get samples of what the cards look like right there. Certain items may be like out of stock. We had like a issue last year where we had a big run on Fury Hardball playmats. We've been doing this for a while, and I think we got a pretty good handle on when stuff is, when we need to reorder stuff. But if we get a run on something, sometimes we run out. And with an article like a playmat, it's difficult to get those in stock again quickly. And so for a period of, I think, 2 or 3 weeks last year, we were out of Fury Hardball game mats. Fortunately, that was on the Play Now website, so if you wanted it, you could sign up for a wait list. And it's a special feature of the site, of the e-commerce module, where can we show them that somehow?
Yeah, you're here right. You're on that page right now.
Okay. Yeah, there I am. So if you,
that's why you came here.
That's why I came here. So you can. It says here's the description of the set. Right here it says get notified by email when this product becomes available. So you put your email address in here. And then I sign up, and then it says thanks. We'll let you know when this item is available, and you'll automatically get. And the minute we make this item available, you'll get an email that says, hey, the 2020 Pro Racing season's ready for red, white, and blue racing. So that's kind of a nice feature. Makes it a lot easier for us rather than having to, go to social media and promote and so on and so forth. I think we showed you the blog segment, how this all works. These are, they're essentially just newsletter articles for now. But here's the article on the highest paid athlete in the world history living again on your tabletop, and it has the same content basically, and there'll be a link where you can download the whatever freebies are associated with the article if that's the case. And again, note this is hosted. This will take you back to the play.com site. Right now we got all the free stuff hosted on the play.com site. So these two sites kind of interact with one another sort of in many ways. Okay, so the about page is, I think, blank right now. We're going to add all the biographical stuff. I don't know if anybody's ever visited the about page on play.com, but it just tells. There's a picture of Sam when he's like 12, and we're holding a copy of Dealer's Choice. I look a lot younger too, by the way. But yes, this is a little synopsis of Play games and how it started and so on. That's the about page on the current play.com site, and we'll have something similar here on Play Classic. The contact page is, again, actually this is quite different. This has got a form that you fill. You'll put your name here, and you'll put your address, your email address here, and you'll submit your message here, as opposed to having to actually compose an email. And if you'll notice, I don't know if you've visited our contact page on the old site. It's the age of spam, and there are bots out there that scrape websites for email addresses, and then they pump them full of spam. So we had to take the email address off the site and put it like in a coded form. This is why modern contemporary websites do this. To avoid all the spam. So this will be the new way to contact us. You'll put your name and your message here.
Or if you already have our email address, of course, you can continue to email us.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, you don't have to use this. You can just email us from the regular website. Here's the community page, which is kind of cool. Sam made this neat graphic. Hey, you got to check this out when it goes live Monday. See if you're on here. There's Steve Tower right there, and let's see. There's David Rubenstein, and there's Mark Russell, and there's Art Campana, and you probably there's Steve Heller, there's John Lowe, Brian Priest. These really bring back a lot of great memories. So these are all from like live. There's Al Wilson right there in Atlanta, Kiefer Sutherland. So you might see yourself on the Play Game website if you go to the Play community page. And then of course there are links to. I think we changed this to say it says newsletter right now, but we're going to change this to say news ping because that's what we'll be sending out monthly. Here's the link to our Facebook page. This is the link to the community Facebook group and the YouTube channel. You just click on it; it'll take you right to the YouTube channel. Oh, I guess that link's not live. Well, like I said, we're still working on some of the. We've got to go do a comprehensive walkthrough of every link on every page, and then these are all like live events. And again, these will. There's the link for All Hallows Eve party, Play.con. You can read about past events, and the links are live for any of the freebies that we offered through these events, but they're sorted from most recent to most distant, and it's just a nicer presentation really than our old community page, which just had basically a bunch of links. So definitely an upgrade there. So Sam mentioned the instant PDF downloads. That's a function we've had on Play Now, and it works really well. So I think that'll be great. Instantaneous. You buy a PDF, you get it instantly. The other great thing about the e-commerce module for this new site is it's got shipping confirmation. So the way it works right now, when we get notified from PayPal on the Play.com site that you've purchased something, and then we can reply to that email, and it sends the email to you, and that's where we say, hey, thanks for the purchase, we'll ship this today. But then for us to have to actually go back and say, hey, we shipped this today, and here's the confirmation number, yada yada yada. It requires, you have to go back. It's quite a bit. It's kind of a tedious process, and so we generally don't do that unless somebody says, hey, could I get tracking information? In which case we say, then all we got to do is hit reply and paste the data in. So this new site will dispense with all that. There's actually a order processing button on our side that you don't see. So when the order is fulfilled, we can click the button. It will send you an email that says your item is on the way. And so everybody now will get tracking information on their purchases from Play.com. And that's basically it. Should we go back to the camera? I'm going to close out.
Yeah, why don't we go back to the camera?
Switch back to the camera here, and we'll wrap this thing up.
Also, I'm checking the chat on my phone right now, and I see there's a number of questions. It's kind of hard to type replies out to all of those, but I'll do my best to go back in and answer them in the comments or description or something afterwards once this is posted. So watch out for those.
we'll try to be as thorough as we can. I know that some people are probably asking. We've had a number of questions about the boxes. Will they be available as a separate purchase? Yes, they will be.
Want to go over the price on that real quick?
Yes. All right. Yes, and also like the expanded game books, enlarged game books will also be available as a separate purchase. So there will be a price increase. Not going to just belabor the point. We've spent a lot of time, crunching the numbers, figuring out, what we have to charge, and what the new prices will be. I still think it's a really good value. The new boxes are obviously more expensive to produce, and shipping charge. I don't know if you've mailed anything lately, but cost of mailing stuff is continuing to get higher. And as I explained in another video last year, we get a lot of our stuff shipped to us. A lot of our materials, our perforated paper, our dice, the things that we use to put games together is shipped to us, and so every time shipping costs increase, the cost of those goods increase. So the new games will second season and History Maker Baseball, Hockey Blast, those games will be $57. And again, postage, it'll be free shipping for domestic shipping. The other games, the Soccer Blast, Red, White, and Blue Racing, they will go to $49. The enlarged game book option for Cold Snap, second season, and Face of the Mat will be an additional $10. The extra enlarged game books by themselves will be $29. Again, these are all postage paid. And what else?
The individual boxes?
Oh, yes, the individual boxes will be $15 each. Again, postage paid. So that's a basic rundown of the prices.
Card sets have all stayed the same.
Yes, card set prices. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. The card set prices have stayed the same. However, in a couple cases, we've done some consolidating. For example, if you've been with us for a while, you know that the all-time franchise great football teams were released in stages. So we released the original teams first, and then about a year later, we released the expansion teams for the all-time franchise great series. So for the past couple of years, it's been like people have been having to buy both. So we've lumped those two together starting Monday. We've also decided not to combine all the baseball sets and extras because most people bought the extras anyway, and so it was just an extra thing to have to check, and then so we've combined them, and in some cases actually reduced the price a little bit for the baseball card sets and the extras. So you'll no longer be able to buy extras. The extras will still be available on the old website as long as that's up, but those cards will now be included in the baseball card sets. And there are a couple of other things like that, but generally speaking, right, the card set prices have remained the same. Just the prices of the games have increased. And I think that's basically it.
We're going to talk a little bit about basketball and our show coming up.
Yes, so we won't have a show Tuesday night, or Monday. We're switched back to Monday nights. Sorry about that. I guess I should probably say the reason we didn't have a show Monday night was because Sam's roommates' parents tested positive for COVID, and so we didn't know whether Sam had been exposed, and Sam didn't want to come in to expose me, and as it turned out, everybody's negative, so we're back on schedule. So we're back to be Monday nights for our first play space, but there'll be no show this coming Monday night. We'll be, I'm sure, in the throes of the new website launch and trying to make sure everything. I'm sure we're going to miss some links, and there are going to be some broken links and some things that are linked to the wrong place. And so we'll be busy with that on Monday. Thursday, we will have a Baseball America 2021 preview show, kind of a hot stove show. We'll look at some of the players. We'll look at some of the teams. It won't be a terribly long show, but we'll give you a sneak peek at what's going to be happening in Baseball America for 2021. And then next Thursday night, or the following Thursday night, the 18th, is our big basketball show, and we will show you. I don't want to spill the beans, too much right now, but we will show you how the basketball game works, and and what direction we're going with that. I can tell you right now, we're planning on an early, like if you remember the golf game, we did a pre-order in January, shipped the pre-ordered games in like late February, early March, then officially launched the game in April. It'll be something similar to that for hoops, we hope. We're not quite as far along in the basketball development as we were with the golf development. So it's possible, but I'm going to say not likely that schedule might get bumped back a couple of months. But we're still aiming for 2022 for History Maker Hoops. Super excited about it. I think you will be too. So be sure to watch our show on the 18th of February. That is it for now. Well, again, we'll check the comments and try to answer as many questions as we can. And hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the big game. And we will catch you a week from tonight with our Baseball America History Maker Baseball 2021 preview. Till then, stay well, stay safe, play games, and thank you so much for being part of the Play Games community.